Hello, everybody, to my BK Classic um, races that I was in this weekend. I did miss one of my races. I only ran one class. I ran 21.5 because my buddy Paul was like, hey, man, come out and race. I wasn't going to race because I raced in the U.S. Open Fuel Championships at SCRC last weekend. And I was like, and he was like, come on and race 21.5. And I did. I went and bought a 21.5 motor, threw it in there, went out here and, tried my hand at 21.5. I hadn't driven a two-wheel drive buggy. The last two-wheel drive buggy I drove in any kind of racing was my mod two-wheel drive back in May. And so that was like 5 months or so since I've even driven a 10 scale two wheel drive. And then the last time I drove a 21.5 was in 2019 in the last Desert Classic, the one where they started the whole 21.5 class and everything here at Hobby Action. So it had been almost 3 years since I'd driven a 21.5, but I thought I'd pull it out here and try and have some fun. It's definitely different. You got to drive a little different and hold some momentum and things like that. And a lot of guys didn't use any brake and things like that. And I was trying to figure out if I wanted to use drag brake, how much drag brake, how the force of the brake, shocks, fluids, things like that. All that kind of stuff factors in. And then just get used to driving a two-wheel drive buggy. Um, it's definitely harder to drive a two-wheel drive than a four-wheel drive. And I've been driving four-wheel drives most of my driving lately, but it was fun. This qualifier, I think I did pretty terrible. I think I did 13.501 on this one. I did a 14.516 in the next one, and then the main is the main. So just stupid mistakes will drop you down like a rock. So you can't do that. And competitive RC racing, you can't make any mistakes. It's like that one there. That's cost me a ton of time and drops you back into some traffic when I had an open track. And now it's kind of hard. And then boom, you get tagged and put into a pipe. And there's nothing you can do. You just got to get righted again and get going. So it's just one of those things. So enjoy the rest of this one. All right, this is qualifier number 3. This ended up being my best qualifier. I think my first one was 14.521. This ended up being a 14.516. What ended up putting me on the coming off 5th in the B main for mainstay here at the BK Classics. Last, I don't know, just made silly little mistakes, but that's all it really takes. It was fun. I got to race with Larry and Dave Rosen. You can see them in the picture. Dave's got the red shirt right next to me, and Larry's next to him. Then I got Marie on my left, and she was a blast to sit in the pits with and race with through the weekend. So, yeah, enjoy this one. So this is the B main for 21.5 from the BK Classic. Came off the grid fifth behind Nick Bayet and Larry, and I think Dave was in front of me. And you know, a bunch of good drivers in this class, a bunch of good guys. Um, no bickering and all that kind of stuff up there, which is pretty cool to be around. Nick was on my left. Nicholas was on my left also. Nicholas was closest to me, and Nick Bayet, my buddy Nick Bayet, was one down from him. And there you can see I did an early mistake for lap one, really, or this would be a lap two. Actually, we went across the line, so everybody's getting all bunched up, and you know it's the start of a 21.5 race. It's always congested like that, but you see Dave and Larry was in the spots we were when we were qualifying. So it was fun. I moved all the way up, I think, to third. Ended up finishing fourth by passing Nicholas at the very last bit, right before the start finish line. It was a good run. I'm pretty happy for not having driven a two-wheel drive buggy in almost a half a year, and a 21.5 in like 3 years. So it's not something, at least me, I can't pick it up and be good at it right away. I gotta practice and all that kind of stuff. So that's all I'll be doing, trying to practice more, trying to get more into this 10 scale again and have more fun down there at Hobby Action. So enjoy the rest of the race. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, click that subscribe button. I'm gonna try and have a lot more, you know, videos out for y'all to enjoy. So thanks for tuning in.